What's up guys, EnderUnknown here, and I am back with a new interesting concept using noteblocks and observers. So, yeah, if you did not know, noteblocks could be, when you right click them, it tunes them, and that can be detected by observers, which is neat. So, yeah, I'm going to be showing some applications of that for password doors, or keypad, and I guess it doesn't even have to be a door, just keypads for a redstone output. So yeah, let's get started. So if I come up to this door, there's a preset passcode, and when I key it in order, this light turns on, and when I key it again, this light turns off. So nothing too special there. But if I just click all over on it, nothing happens. So I have two prototypes, this one and this one down here. And as you can see, the light back over there. And then I was like, well, that's cool, but what about just a little music station that a person in survival would never kind of suspect? So, over here, that's what I did. I worked on a little music bench with the different sound types. That's not all of them, I don't think, but I got a few of them. And I built this little, not too compact contraption that kind of the same thing, just it actually does open a door. So if we key it correctly, it'll open. Now, the issue is with these things is it's so specific, the order and the timing. So I can get the order right, and since I missed the timing, I won't open it. So, and so the problem with this one was, well, a person tuning these blocks to just play them normally is going to hear all the piston, even if they don't know the password. So listen. Yeah, so evidently that's not very ideal. So that's why we have over here. We have this one is I'm calling it the analog because it uses pistons, and this one is I don't call it the digital. I just call it the logic-based circuit. This uses all AND gates with timings to get the same job done, less area, and well, it's the same. It's the same key. It's just this one requires a little different. Yeah, there we go. See, this is the major problem here. There we go. Okay, so pros and cons. This one's pros are it's silent, it's a lot smaller. Cons are it is a lot more sensitive than this one. This one I can be a little off, and usually I can get it to open in a couple of keys. So this is probably not a very good demonstration of my point of this being neat, but for whatever reason, it works a lot better in the doors, or the 3x3s. I don't know if I just built them better or what, but like, this one does not really matter how fast I key it. We have that, or I have that. Both get the job done. As for these, they're a little more sensitive. Okay, now we're going to build a sort of a sample. And of course, this isn't the only orientation. You could set it up like those two down there, or 2x2, or some pattern, or something. Anyways, we're going to do a pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4. So, right here, right here, right here, and there. So, let's get started. And you will just have to play around with the stuff. It's super easy concepts. It's just messing with the timings and everything so it all lines up properly. But we are going to just quickly, we're going to just start. So we are going to want to make a little plus with the middle cutout pattern, and we're going to want to place a repeater there set to 4 ticks, and a repeater in the middle set to 4 ticks. We are going to want a torch on the block that the bottom repeater is facing into. We're going to want a torch facing the inside of the contraption, and on the upper repeater's block that it's facing into, we're just going to want it facing kind of outward. On top of both of them, place a block, and then on top of the lower torch's block above it, place a redstone dust. And that's pretty much the first AND gate. We are going to draw a draw out a little kind of, I don't know what shape that is. L with a bump. I don't know. Like so. And then underneath we are going to put a repeater set to 2 ticks. That's kind of the standard repeater timings, but we will play with it to make it work. And then on top of the block it's facing into, place a torch. You're going to want to build this out and place a repeater with 1 tick and another redstone dust on top to make the circuit like this. Let's build down and place a repeater set to 2 ticks, and it is going to be facing into a line looking like this. It's another L, just the bumps on this side. Place redstone dust on those 2 blocks like so, and this block doesn't really get anything. So build down, and we're going to have a little tower. So inside of this little area here, place a redstone torch, and then build from the bottom of that observer into a repeater set to 2 ticks on facing into this block. That'll power the torch, deactivating this AND gate. So yeah, let's test it. So we should be able to go boom, 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 and a flash should be gone. And we probably are going to have to adjust some of the timings to make everything work. So I just it's probably this one needs to be set to 4 ticks. Now it's okay. I'm breaking this. Yes, there we go. There was a pulse there. I'll try to slow it down in the video editing process. So yeah, we had our pulse, which is a good sign. We are going to put the light bulb over here, and we're just going to extend this device out like that. Or no, let's do a door. Doors are or secret doors are fun. So just build out little piston so that it's right below the wall there, kind of at a diagonal. This is our output up here. You're going to want a new color. What haven't we used? Purple. To just bring around this little line here, and we don't want that. We want a repeater, probably. Well, I don't think we'll see if we'll put one. Set it to just 1 tick for now, and then we'll place a observer facing into the repeater like that. And I might not be able to key it right away, or we might need some timing fixing. Oh. I'm assuming we're going to need some timing fixing. There we go. So I just wasn't keying it right. Yep. There we go. So as you can see, most of the time I get the timings all lined up and the door opens. Or closes. So we have some optimizations that we can do to make that a little more, I don't know. So we can make it less sensitive, but we have to add a key component in first, and this symmetry is bothering me. There we go. So okay, so let's build our failsafe mechanism so that the crazy person on your server or your friend or something doesn't just go, I'm gonna open the door. Just spam clicks on all the blocks and crazy explosions. Not good. So it's super easy to build a failsafe, to be 100% honest. Let's go by, to make our failsafe, we kind of have to build out our, oh no, that could be a problem. We might have to We might have to fix something here. That is not good. Because we need... Okay, well, this is kind of part of that working around there. We might not have a failsafe on this one. If that's okay. I don't know. I'll see what I can do, but... Then, it's just a matter of getting it all figured out. So, like... just gonna wanna... So, I need to make sure we have all of the... So, we got the top 3. And then we just need the middle 2, so it's a T. Okay. So, it doesn't really... The order is handled in the logic. So, like, these 4 blocks are not fail-safed. But if you do it in the wrong order, you're gonna mess up the timing. And that's where the sensitivity comes in. If the sensitivity is too low, it doesn't matter the order. But there's the problem with that, is it's gonna power out. I guess we can pull this line out a little farther and then build up like that. And as for the bottom ones, probably going to have to go... What is this? We want the failsafe to fail the circuit. So it's, like, not a huge thing if a bunch of stuff is connecting up where it isn't supposed to. So, like, me putting this there, facing like that, isn't going to be a bad thing. Because if they press that, we want it to mess up the circuit. And that's kind of part of what we're doing. Or that is what we're doing. Now, I don't know if I like that, though, so... Okay, well, we've gotten around our bump there, so I'm just going to bring a line around like so. And I think I'm going to just do the same with the other one, which is down and back up. Like, this crazy mayhem. It's compact-ish, and it's not at all cheap on resources. This tutorial has taken me like 9 minutes, which is way too long, but sure. I think that's it. So if we press any of these, it should trigger that line up top. Except for our good friend over here, which just isn't working. And this is the exception to that. We want the circuit, we want it to be powered, because when the power goes away, that's when it opens up for the next AND gate to fire. So if we're powering it, that's completely fine, because when it's going this way, like, if they're just spamming it, we don't want them to be able to open it. Now, this is a failsafe, because I don't know why it would be necessarily too useful. We're going to use a... So whenever the failsafe gets triggered, we are going to want to find a... Yeah, I guess this is... Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to build this round. So, kind of draw that out, and... something. Then we need to grab ourselves a comparator, place a item in there. So this should trigger, causing a short pulse, which we're going to make into a slightly longer pulse. And since we want this powered, we'll just screw it by doing that. So we should be able to, whenever this, with the exception of that one, whenever one of those pulses, it should hold out a little pulse on the door there. There you go. Oh, sorry, time is getting to night. So, yeah, that is kind of a sample of how you build it. It is reasonably compact, and I am horrible at making things compact, so I'm pretty sure someone a lot better at Redstone than me could make this a lot smaller. Okay, I have about 5 optimization tips for this build to make you able to key the combo almost every time if you know the combination. So first off, there is a redstone dust in this block there. You're going to want to replace that with a block, as I did there. This repeater should be set to 2 ticks. This repeater up here should be set to 1 tick. And this repeater up here should be set to 2 ticks. I didn't modify that one. And this repeater should be set to 3 ticks. I think that was, what, 5 modifications? And that'll allow the sensitivity to be placed at a spot that you should be able to key it almost every time. If not every time. So, I hope that helped. If it did not, leave me a comment and I will fix it. Yeah, I think that's going to be all for me today. Thank you guys for watching, and Ender out.